seconds of the 5th round could be huge on the judges' scorecards.
Wow, what a fight.
It was a good performance. I mean, yeah, what he was talking as well was, I mean, look, he's fought once in 8 years. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, he ain't fight too frequent for my liking. Like, for me to commit to something like that, I need to be solid proof that people are going to show up, and he's a consistent pull-out merchant. He had a good performance tonight. Fair play to him. We'll see. We'll see where it goes, but I need to see active. I need to see activity. I need to see consistency. I need to see me. You know what I mean? If you want me to come and change your life, if you want me to come pick you, you better have some damn reasons for me to do that. So
train with the team and meeting all the people. There was some cool. I see all a bunch of the girls from the team, some of the guys from the team, and they were all real cool people. And it was cool. Like I was just telling them, I got to see from my outer experience instead of the inner looking out. So it was cool to meet all those guys before they become stars and see how good and put my personal opinion on who I think was going to do well. I could tell who's going to be real tough and stuff, you know.
Something that we don't see in the sport very often is towels being thrown in from the corners, and that was something that I think, was it your brother or was it your trainer who threw it in for your last fight?
Yeah, no, my brother, he threw in the towel. Yeah.
Do you think that that's like a brotherly thing, that like sometimes like if they're not related to you, they don't feel comfortable throwing in the towel, and your brother?
Yeah, I think it's a lot of pressure for people to like throw in a towel for somebody, but you know, at the same time where my brother fights, he's experienced in fighting, and he understands. I understand too. Like I just saw the last Junior Dos Santos fight, and Cain Velasquez, and I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with? Does this guy have friends? You know what I'm saying? Does he have any friends? This is not cool. Like, for me, if my partner's fighting and he's not doing well, if I get time to talk to him, or if it's too early in the round, I'm gonna say if he doesn't start doing better and keeps catching punches or keep catching shots, I'm gonna throw this towel. And you know what I'm saying? He's gonna have to be mad at me later. But you know what I'm saying? I'm the one who's gonna have to go to sleep at night thinking how I let you get your ass whooped. So I think that might have been like how my brother thought about it. And on top of it, you know, my older brother, and he was and like I said about him too, I ain't mad at him. He was doing what he thought was right. He's like, I don't want to see my brother take no shots. You know, I don't think they pay us well enough to be taking fucking ass whooping like this. You know, by all means, I'll take my motherfucking ass whooping. You know what I'm saying? And like I was saying already before, I didn't feel like the fight should be ended, but that's just my opinion and everybody else's opinion. And if I was watching from the outside, I probably would have thought too. Like even when I watch, I'm like, yeah, that didn't look good. But the only people who know are people who are in that fight, you know, because sometimes I've looked great in fights, and it's like been schooling people, and it's like whooping their asses all over the place, and then I watch the fight, and I'm like, man, I'm looking good in this fight, right? Really, I fucking got socked, and I was like hurting, or I got hit in the body, and it wasn't a good shot that I took, but you know what I'm saying? You can't tell. No one can tell. No one knows, and you would probably never admit that. I didn't even admit that right now. It's just bullshit. You know what I'm saying? But for the most part, you know, that's how I felt about the fight. I felt I was defending myself a little bit, but I watched it too. It didn't look good. It looked like it was time to throw in the towel. So I agree with the towel.
Is that something that fighters ever talk about? That like, hey, I don't want you to ever throw in the towel for me, or is it like?
Yeah, but it's kind of ignorant. You know, it's kind of like if I have a partner who's my friend. My people who I train with are my friends and my training partners and my folks. You know, like I'm like, okay, you can tell me and be tough if you want. That's a fighter. You as a fighter, that's your duty to be a soldier. You know what I'm saying? Go in there and not. You know, don't fucking throw in no towel for me. You know what I'm saying? And then, you know, if my partner's fighting who I like, love, or care about, you know, I'm like, yeah, okay, we're gonna throw the towel. And yeah, and it didn't cross my mind because I didn't think you were gonna lose. But you know what happens if you start catching some shots and taking some ass whooping, and I don't like it, that towel's going in there because I think I'll get less sleep at night. Let my friend take his ass whooping. You know what I'm saying? And I don't think people think about it till later on, especially after the criticism. I'm sure Junior DeSanto's coaches were probably thinking like we should throw the towel, and then probably didn't, and then later at night they're like, fuck man, I feel really bad. We just let our friend get his ass whooped because he's a soldier. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't gonna quit. Fighters ain't gonna quit. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes that's up to your friend and you know what I'm saying? You're like, I'll stay in here all day. I don't care if I gotta die, you know. But that's when it's up to your friends and your brothers and to not let you die. But by all means, let me roll with the punches a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I think I'll be alright. But you know, I can trust my brother's opinion and how I look from the outside, so I understand that he threw the towel.
You've already fought Gray twice before. What are your thoughts on heading into this rubber match? It's a fun, new fight. It's up to date now, and this is what I'm dealing with now. So I don't really take too much from the last fights. I think of him as an improved fighter since the last one, and see what's going to happen on Saturday. In that you had that rough patch here with the last couple of fights. I mean, what do you hope to really make a statement with in this fight?
Just want to go out and do well and win, you know.
Do you feel like the first two fights with Gray, do you feel like from the first to the second he improved a lot? Could you feel that he was a lot different the second time?
I thought he was a lot different. He came in with a different game plan, different stuff happened. So, yeah, it was just a different fight all around. So.
Do you think you're a different fighter than you were the first two times?
I think I'm like more experience, more time. It's not that you're better, maybe a little different. I don't know. Let's see what happens.
Has your motivation changed at all? You know, I know you're still motivated to get a title shot at this point, but you know,
Is it more important to finish Gray in this fight?
It's important to win the fight, however I can do it. So.
Kind of been talking about Anthony Pettis getting your way to him and also to Josh Thompson again. Which of the two are you more motivated to get another shot at?
I don't really care. The thing with Anthony Pettis and Josh Thompson is I lost to Thompson, and Anthony Pettis is the champ, and he's supposed to be the hot shit right now, and those guys are the guys to beat. And on top of it, I was ready to go to 170. I'm like over making weight and doing all this because I don't feel I get paid good enough to lose weight all year long. I can make the weight, no problem. You know what I'm saying? I can make it happen, but I wish I would get compensated a little better for it. And I was ready to go, but at the same time, I wasn't gonna leave this division and letting these two motherfuckers run the show, because you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna leave after I take all these fools out, because I fought everybody else. There's Thompson now who beat me, so I gotta beat him back. Really, Gilbert already whooped him anyway too, so I ain't even, but I'll catch him too down the road eventually. And Pettis too. I'm not gonna leave the division letting them think, yeah, this is our division, or it's a weird little thing I got going up here. But I can't, I could have left when there's not shit. I had no motivation before. When BJ Penn was a champion forever, and I was fighting the UFC, I really had no motivation to fight for a title because we were friends with BJ Penn at the time. Before he took the fight with my brother, and I wasn't even considering taking a fight with him, So I was like just kind of fighting to fight and live, and win and make money, and just stay on a win streak, whatever I can. And then Frankie Edgar came out and trained with me a little bit when Ricardo Almeida was fighting in Oakland. So then I trained with him a little.
Beautiful takedown by Nate Diaz.
In the final seconds of the 5th round, could be huge on the judges' scorecards.
Wow.